So my wife and I have finally decided to jump on the video doorbell bandwagon and chose to go with the Ring Pro 2, as it is currently one of the highest rated video doorbells on the market. As for what comes in the box when you first purchase one, well, let's pull off this sticker thing here and take a look. There is, of course, the Ring Pro 2 itself, which is designed to be connected to your existing doorbell wiring. Many other video doorbells out there are battery powered, which requires you to remove them every so often to recharge them. This is great if your home doesn't currently have a wired doorbell. But since we have a wired doorbell, and I don't want to hassle with charging the batteries, the Ring Pro 2 being powered by our existing wiring was one of the reasons we chose it over some of the other options out there. Next in the box is this little guy, the Ring Pro Power Kit. I'm not 100% sure what it does exactly, but according to the installation instructions, it makes sure enough power is sent to the Ring Pro 2 for the doorbell to function properly. This little blue screwdriver is for securing the faceplate of the Ring Pro 2 to the rest of the unit. Naturally, Ring doesn't want their doorbells to be easy to steal, so instead of using a flathead or Phillips head screw, which are the two most common types of screw heads, they use what is known as security Torx. To be honest, these kinds of bits aren't exactly difficult to come by. In fact, you can buy them at any hardware store. However, since they are far less common, most people don't own them, so Ring included this screwdriver with the doorbell. Next, we have a little baggie with some wire nuts and some wire extensions. Just in case your doorbell wires are too short to connect to the Ring, you can use these to extend them. In this same slot of the box, we have another bag with some wall anchors and screws to mount the doorbell to your wall. This bag with the C label on it contains the screws you'll need to secure the Ring doorbell to the corner mount, which we'll be pulling out of the box shortly. And this final bag contains two security Torx screws. I guess Ring is providing us with an extra because you only need to use one to secure the faceplate to the doorbell. Along with all the bags of screws, we have several pieces of documentation. This first one is the Quick Start Guide, which encourages you to download the Ring app to your smartphone or tablet, scan the QR code, which I've blurred out here, and use it to set up your Ring doorbell. If you use the app, you're not going to need to look at the user guide here at all. But for those that prefer a set of good old-fashioned paper instructions, that's what you got here. The last piece of documentation is basically your safety sheet and contains other information that Ring is required by law to provide you. The final two items in the box are this protected by Ring sticker you can put up in a window or something somewhere, or not. And this piece of plastic I referred to earlier, which is the corner mount. This bracket is for people like me whose doorbell is not on the same wall as their front door, but rather on a wall that runs perpendicular to their front door. The Ring doorbell sits in it like this, which gives it a better view of people approaching your front door. Now that we've got everything out of the box, it's time to install this guy here. The first thing I did was install the Ring app to my phone, and once it was installed, I was prompted to either log in or create a new Ring account. Since this is our very first Ring product, I had to create a new account. Once I'd created my account, I needed to verify my email address, and after that, it asked if I wanted to link my Amazon account, which I chose to do. I then set up two-step verification and had to input my address, after which I was finally brought to this screen where I could begin setting up my Ring Pro 2. You tap on Set Up a Device, then tap on Doorbells, and this is where you scan the QR code on the Quick Start card or the one on the bottom of the box. There's also one on the doorbell itself under the faceplate, but I didn't find out about that one until I was installing it. It then wants to know the address you're setting up your doorbell at, which you have to let it use your phone's location settings for, and then it will ask you to name your doorbell based on where it's being installed. In my case, the front door. If you've already installed your doorbell, you can tap "It's been installed" here, but I had not at this point, so I tapped "No, I need to install it." At this point, the app will begin giving you step-by-step instructions on what to do. I first tapped on "I have a wired doorbell," and then it directed me to find my doorbell chime. My chime is way up high in our hallway, and I had to get on a ladder to access it. You then need to remove your chime cover, and the app will ask if you have a mechanical or digital chime. Mine is a mechanical chime, so I selected that option in the app, and then it told me to turn off the power to our doorbell. I headed out to my garage where our breaker panel is, and thankfully the electricians that wired my house did a fantastic job labeling all the breakers, and this one here labeled entry stair lights was the one that also provided power to our doorbell. I then headed back to my doorbell chime and loosened the 2 screws on the doorbell wires here, because this is where we install the Pro Power Kit. Following the instructions on the app, you need to install one lead to the terminal labeled front and the other to the terminal labeled trans. It doesn't matter which wire you connect to which terminal, you just need to connect them both, and then you're ready to mount the Pro Power Kit. On the back of the Pro Power Kit is a little piece of double-sided sticky tape. You remove the little paper thing that protects the adhesive and then stick it to a place where it will be out of the way of any moving parts in your doorbell chime. With that done, you can replace the cover to your doorbell chime and move on outside. In order to install the Ring doorbell, we of course first need to remove the old doorbell. I just had to remove the screws mounting it to the wall and then disconnect the wires from the terminals on the back. The next thing the app instructed me to do was install the corner kit. If your doorbell will face straight out from your door, you don't need to use this. But in my case, since our doorbell is located on a sidewall, I chose to use it to give us a better view of people coming to our door. I put the top screw into one of the existing holes from our old doorbell and then marked, drilled, and installed the bottom screw. To make sure I mounted the doorbell plumb and level, I used this little bubble level that's built into a pen that was given to me several years ago. With the corner mount in place, the next step was to connect the wires to the terminals on the back of the Ring Pro 2. If your existing doorbell wires are too short at this point, this is where you want to use the wire nuts and the extensions included in baggie D here. Our old doorbell wires were plenty long enough, so I was able to connect them directly to the Ring Pro 2. The next step was to secure the doorbell to the corner mount. Apparently, I missed the memo about removing the faceplate before connecting the wires, because in order to secure the doorbell to the corner mount, or directly to a wall for that matter, you have to remove the faceplate. And to do this, you pull on the edge of it while simultaneously pushing on the face of the doorbell like so. With the faceplate removed, I grabbed the screws out of package C here and secured our Ring Pro 2 to the corner mount. The last step of the installation process was to attach the faceplate and secure it in place with one of the included security Torx screws. As nice as the silver faceplate looks, we wanted the doorbell to be all the same color, so when we ordered it, we also ordered a black faceplate to go with it. Ring actually has 16 different colors of faceplates for the Ring Pro 2. And of course, we found out after getting ours fully installed and set up, Ring offers you a complimentary faceplate of your choosing to match your home, or just to have one in a color you like. So yeah, I didn't have to buy one beforehand. I could have just gotten one for free from Ring. Anyway, back to the installation. I placed the faceplate on and then used the included screwdriver to secure it to the doorbell, and then all that was left to do was head back to my electrical panel and turn the power on to our doorbell, as well as the entryway and some other stuff. From here, you go back to the Ring app on your phone or tablet and follow the on-screen instructions to get your Ring doorbell connected to your Wi-Fi and complete the setup. This is when you'll set the motion zone, which is where you choose the area within the camera's field of view you want motion to be detected in, adjust the motion sensitivity, and turn 3D motion detection on and off, among some other settings you can customize to limit or increase the amount of notifications you get. Overall, I feel the installation process was simple, and it went very smoothly. Since I was filming everything I did along the way, it took me somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes to complete, but I feel like if I were to have done it without filming everything, I could have installed it and had it all set up in 30 to 45 minutes pretty easily. As for how well it works and what the video quality and stuff is like, you'll have to check out my next video where I take a look at all of that. As soon as I get it finished, I'll link it in both the cards of this video as well as the video description. Since this video is already longer than I'm sure most people are going to want to watch, it's probably a good idea that I just call it here. Before you go, there's the YouTube things that help me out a lot. And if you'd like to pick up a Ring Pro 2 video doorbell of your own, you can check it out using the link to my Amazon store in the video description. I also have other stuff I've featured in past videos there if you're interested in taking a look at those too. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you have a great day, and perhaps I'll be seeing you in the Ring Pro 2 review video shortly. Alright, catch you later.